Well, thanks to David and to the organizers of this auspicious occasion. Can we give David another hand right here? Thank you. It's an honor for me to be able to be with you. I want to give a shout out to my friends from Apapa who hooked me up with this. Amen. Amen. I'm always thinking I'm in church somewhere. But congratulations to all the honorees that are here today. When David asked me to come and speak, I asked him through text, what do you want me to say? And he was saying, well, say something about being a champion of social justice reform that can motivate others, especially young people, to do their part on behalf of reform and social justice. And I want you to be inspiring, life-changing, and oh yeah, you only have a few minutes to make this happen. So yeah, so there's no pressure right here. But when I started to think about what I could say to you to do just that in these few moments, I came up with, first of all, acknowledging how rare tonight is, how special it is for us to be gathered in this beautiful edifice with our friends, family, like-minded individuals. We're dressed up, and to be recognized for our work. Tonight is rare and unique, because you see the reality of our work is that it's hard, it's grueling, and oftentimes overlooked. And we are often faced with the tragic pain of humanity as we wrestle with the consequences of an unjust system. The truth is that reform is a marathon and not a sprint. And winning often requires enduring losses upon losses. And if we don't watch it, we can fall into the trap of becoming so tired and so frustrated and beaten down by the process that we can become jaded about the work and lose hope for the people we serve. Is there anybody here that knows what I'm talking about? Yeah, all right. You gotta talk back to me. I have a black church and I'm a black preacher, so you gotta say something back to me. All right. But my hope for you this evening is that what's done here fuels and renews you. And I want you to enjoy tonight because you need to know that you are being seen and your work matters. Can you just clap your hands for the individuals that are in the room right now? And I want you to turn to somebody and tell them, your work matters. Come on, tell them, your work matters. Now, unless you have been sleeping under a rock, you know that we live in a unique time in our country's history and even in our world. The best way to describe it is unprecedented. When we are at the tail end of a 2-year pandemic that has significantly changed our world and disproportionately impacted communities of color. On top of this, we have endured a social pandemic of racial violence and police brutality, as we saw on that clip of the movie. And we've got the murders of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and our very own Stephon Clark, to name a few. And politically, we have witnesses an insurrection on our nation's capital, and our Supreme Court stripping away 50 years of civil law on a woman's right to choose what she does with her own body. And you know what? They are just getting started. How many know that? We are in the midst of an affordable housing and health crisis, mental and physical, that keeps growing by leaps and bounds. And as far as our climate goes, here on the West, our forests stay on fire, while out East, our cities are being flooded, all because some refuse to believe that there is no such thing as global warming and climate change. Our world is broken, and so many of the systems that run it are broken too. And the temptation is to give up all that we are doing and be silent. But I came tonight to tell you that you are needed. The world needs you to continue to be champions that you are and fill in the gaps to help fix what is broken. That's the motivation. Now here's the challenge. The only thing, I believe that Edmund Burke said, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men and women to remain silent and do nothing. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, the greatest tragedy is not the brutality of the evil people, but rather the silence of the good people. I believe that we are at a turning point in our nation and democracy, with a generation of people who are engaging in a new civil rights movement. We have a generation who is willing to stand together, to march together, pray together, come together to say, we will not be silent anymore, and we will push beyond all limits to see change happen. How many want to see change happen? So now is the time that we rise and push against all manner of evil. Push against racism and oppression, push against poverty and homelessness, push against police brutality and racial violence, push against homophobia, sexism, and xenophobia, push against hate, injustice, and inequality everywhere. It's a new time and a new day. We need everyone on the team to rise up and keep on pushing. And we all have a role to play, some great and some small, but everybody can do something to make sure that our nation is a perfect union. So in closing, my challenge for you to do today is to continue to do your part. Turn to somebody and tell them, do your part. I can't hear you. Turn to somebody and tell them, do your part. Thank you. Don't be silent. Don't wait for permission to speak up. We all have a place and a purpose, and if we all play our part, we will see progress. We will start to see evil men and women be punished no matter what uniform they have on. We will see laws changed to protect not just part of America, but all of America. And we will experience justice, fairness, and equity in all communities. If we all do our part, one day we all will be able to rise up and say to everything evil and oppressive in our country, get your knee off our neck and let us breathe. Thank you, David. Thank you, Vanguard, for allowing me to share with you tonight. No justice, no peace.